grandfather said, my name is Will McClintock, and I'm currently a senior. When Father Hermes asked me to speak tonight, I was somewhat nervous, but also eager to share with everyone the type of man that Rick McClintock is. I'm convinced that in the past 4 years, my dad has been more involved in Jesuit's extracurriculars than most students. He is always quick to volunteer, regardless of the position, and his actions epitomize everything that a man for others represents. Over spring break, Jesuit hosted its annual Easter baseball tournament, a showcase of talent that features schools from across the country. Earlier in the season, my dad was spontaneously asked to run the tournament, a task that would require him to take care of everything from daily catered meals to the tournament t-shirts. Little did he know what he was getting into as he accepted without hesitation, and about a month later, the games were underway. After 2 days of ideal Florida sunshine, a thunderous rainstorm canceled most of the games on day 3. This made for an interesting schedule on Friday, the 4th and final day of the tournament. I woke up on that Friday morning and headed to Jesuit around 8 a.m. to get ready for our first game. When I got there, the field looked more like a lake than a place that would host 4 games that day. Yet there was my dad, alongside Coach Warren, with mud up to his ankles and a rake in his hands. Now I'll be the first to tell you that our family has no touch when it comes to yard work, and our lawn has the dead grass that needs to prove it. But the important thing is that he was there, had been since about 6 o'clock that morning. That's just the kind of man my dad is. However, his contributions stretch far beyond the baseball program. He wasn't schooled in an environment that promoted the man for others mantra like Jesuit does. But I would be hard-pressed to find a man that does more for others than he does. It goes without saying that Jesuit provides generous financial assistance to those who need it, and my dad plays a major role in providing those funds to the school. Starting 2 years ago, my dad volunteered to coordinate the Dad's Club parking duties. I couldn't tell you all that such a title encompasses, but I've seen firsthand some of his duties. He has spent numerous Saturdays and Sundays baking in the heat or bundled in the rain, directing USF tailgaters and guiding monster truck junkies. All this after leaving the house before the sun comes up in order to set up signs and cones up and down highs. The funds raised by the dads that work these events go directly to the financial aid fund, and like many of you, I would probably not have experienced these last 4 years without such help. Seeing my dad's dedication to my education and to this school has helped me appreciate the little things he's done for me and for this community in the past 18 years. He was the Little League dad that always offered to play the role of umpire when the real umpires didn't show up, a job that has no upside. He was the Little League dad who threw batting practice to my entire team before a game. He is the musician who rarely gets the opportunity to showcase his incredible talents, but when he does, donates the proceeds to Metropolitan Ministries. He is the dad who stays after church services to stack chairs and clear the gym for the weekly youth basketball league. He is the dad whom I wouldn't trade for the world, the man who inspires me to give everything of myself in support of others. So Dad, on behalf of every tourist who traveled to Tampa to play baseball over spring break, on behalf of every student who has lived the Jesuit experience with the help of Dad's club contributions, on behalf of every Little Leaguer who has faced your major league quality pitching and walked away with only a bruise or 2, on behalf of your daughter and son who get to wake up to the most incredible role model one could ask for, I say thank you and I love you.